Being 7 o'clock on September 8th, I'd like to call to order the Bellingham Board of Health meeting. I'm Kelly McGovern, Vice Chair, Vince Gray, Member, Bruce Wilson, Health Agent, Tina Griffin, our Minutes Clerk, and Robert Quinn, our Tobacco and Food Inspector. First order of business is the minutes from August 25th. Let's read that.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion is unanimous. Next is coronavirus updates. Mr. Wilson, Dr. Wilson.
I come back from vacation. I'm very pleasantly pleased that our numbers have dropped to 2 active cases. Right. My only concern, and it's a small one, is that it's not 2 or 3 people had it before. It's actually 2 new cases, and everybody that had it before is recovered.
Right. Even that family had
But 2 was way better than
Are
the
they
double
the same
digits.
family? Is it a couple or same
No,
family?
2 separate residents.
Is it common to have one person in the family and no one else is in the family?
If they're good at quarantine, yeah.
But that's what we've been seeing, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, typically, it's very difficult for a spouse to quarantine. I mean, fortunately, if you have a big enough house, you can hide out.
Yeah. In the doghouse. The last thing that we had before, we had 6 or 8.
Yeah,
We had that one
entire family. Yeah,
who went home, wiped out the family. So they've all cleared.
they're all cleared. Back
That's good.
to business. School starts next week. I spent extensive time with Peter Morano and the cafeteria people. Looks like we're ready. We'll give it a go. Hopefully, everything we planned out will work good.
Are there any complaints lately? Anything with any new on the same stuff?
I had one complaint. We sent out a letter. I believe the company is in compliance. It's just one nervous Nelly. I mean, it's Amtrak, and all of the stations there are at least 6 feet or more apart. But their big concern is, when they get up and they go to the cafeteria for the bathroom. I guess it would be a problem if you had separate people in the cafeteria or something like that. But sent another letter and reminded people and reminded them.
And let's see what I was going to say. Yeah, and obviously we'll have to wait till next Tuesday to find out this weekend, because you brought that up. Yeah,
I don't know.
Pleasure.
by the way, what is that? I should know about it. It's a sickly sweet smell in the woods. Oh, it's irritating. Smells like lemon, like,
Fine.
no.
What was the other story?
We were talking about the Labor Day weekend parties. We might-
Oh, I know,
Yeah, exactly.
there were a few parties, hopefully people were careful and not all over each other, but, I mean, you can have a big event and still social distance.
Right, the chief said there were a couple of parties that they visited, but they weren't real big, but there was people
Yeah,
congregating in the front lawn. So, yeah, they just told me to spread.
We're not.
Yeah. Or spread about 6 weeks.
How busy is your office?
still, we're busy. I was on 3 inspections and a perk test today.
And I did 3 while Bruce was
So
going.
he did, yeah, he
At
did.
least 3. Yeah, maybe
He
4.
did 3. I went out and, gave it the quick final on a couple of them today.
How many people are on the list for the?
I didn't really get a chance to look at that, but, yeah.
Now that we have one.
Now we have the extra money. I don't think you were on the Zoom this morning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll
we're
have,
10. We're 10.
Right.
yeah,
The South Main Street, that was a bad.
yes. Now, there is one betterment on
What about Miles?
Lake Shore. The cost of the system is probably gonna be 40 or so. We probably should suggest it's
Small lot.
small lot and it's on a really steep slope.
Yeah.
So it's gonna require retaining walls and redoing the driveway as part of it. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be expensive, so we'll have to look at, granting or securing extra funds for that to happen.
Do they have estimates? Can you get a good amount?
Plans. Plan's about 60% complete, but the engineer had concerns that, she may be facing, more than what we've granted, so.
Well, we can always up it.
Yeah, that's what I mean, we gotta look at.
We have a lot that come under. That's the reason we kind of
Right.
very concerned.
Now, this with the retaining walls, I'm assuming the walls tall enough there, you steel rod reinforced or not?
I talked to the engineer, and we spent a lot of times, one of my favorite systems on slopes is the Presby system. 'Cause I can
Correct.
Put it on a 25% grade. So we're gonna put one bed on one grade, do a small wall, drop it down and do a second bed. Trying to be creative and not end up with this big ugly wall.
Right, it's a conventional system, you have to have it that way,
Yeah,
because you can't do it 3-to-1. You'll be in the lake.
so we're gonna take the existing tank, make it a pump chamber and pump it up to a tank in the driveway for ease of access, and then be a gravity fed Presby, which is my preference.
That's good. It still might be 40.
Well, the walls in the driveway are gonna kick it off.
Oh, yeah.
Do you still feel comfortable doing one meeting a month during October?
Um,
Not busy enough for that can happen?
What can depend on what happens with
Okay.
school, or if we end up with
How
triple E. So, but,
about our
No
food
problem.
clinic? Are we gonna set up a food clinic?
I was gonna bring it up, the North End, Health Clinic is now open, and they've got blue signs outside. But I think I was gonna give them a call if you guys were on board with it, and set up one where we had.
Yeah,
extra.
actually,
We should probably set up a food.
right, and there was actually something on,
We might be able to,
National
each,
League of
South End or something.
Yeah. that would be good.
the vaccine, companies want to charge you. I think it's going to probably be a presidential law. They want everybody to get vaccinated.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this year is gonna be record numbers for the flu shot.
I'm just curious, what does the food have?
Because-
They want to be able to distinguish between whether you've got the flu or corona. They're
Yeah.
hoping.
If you get the flu, it probably makes you more susceptible. Your system's already run down. You can get the corona on top of it, which the flu would be minor compared to corona.
Yeah, if you're antibodies and you're able, the ability to fight off the virus is the key component in this. Now, unfortunately, we have a lot of healthy people in this.
Here's the other thing too. The people that recover from COVID, they're gonna have to have a special MRI. It's gotta be way over 2,000.
Wow.
Because the heart starts to swell, so you get endocarditis that lasts for 6 months. So you can't exercise or do any real physical activity for 6 months.
Really makes a mess of your lungs.
Well, no, your heart.
And
Your heart
well, your
gets
heart-
swollen.
Oh, you got it.
That's That's not a good thing.
No, it was pretty much a quiet week where I was away. Yeah, it was pretty good. Rob didn't call me with a lot of issues. He did cover the, you know, certain staking out, making the presence known to get people to wear the mask.
Good.
All right, annual review of the
I know, you paid, I can't believe it
We
was
did
so
that
fast.
as links, so you could make links.
You do it there. We don't have it, right?
Nobody told me to go to that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you get to go like quicker.
Yeah, we usually have it typed up, and then we just renew it here. Why
So we
not?
need to get, maybe Laura can send us blanks of the, review, agent review.
Right.
So we can fill it out. Laura needs to, I'm sorry, send us a blank with these
The
review
agent review
report.
form.
Yeah, we must have something.
Yeah, we do. Just,
Just email it to you or for the next
Yeah,
meeting?
we need to.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Without any,
Yeah.
if not, you come down.
No, that's fine. I'll offer.
All right, so next is
So we'll just,
tobacco agent,
Table that till signing it next.
well, we haven't even done it yet.
Right.
You got to complete it.
Got it. You got it completed.
All right, so tobacco agent updates. For safe law, that's,
Did we have anyone else join the meeting?
no.
No. Okay. I did send the link to Jamil. He did inform me he was going to be attending. I did also send the information to Attorney Jabor, but we have not heard from him since the last meeting. Attorney Riley has reached out several times as well as myself. So
They're supposed to give us updated information to prove their case.
yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. In the case of vets, he did tell me he would not be on the meeting because he is still working on getting his certificate of good standing. It's in process. They told him it should be done today, but it's still pending. So he didn't want to waste your time with not having any updates.
Okay.
So once that comes in, he's going to email it to me and I'll forward it to you guys.
Okay.
So with the, I don't know, I mentioned this, I don't know if I put it, so I've been, but the licensing board for the state, for the most part, for safety, it's the same for food, it'd be the same for tobacco, same for alcohol. Because, you know, I queried this, like, if
Excuse me, Bruce.
Yes,
I don't know if you're waiting on Jamil, but he's in the waiting room if you want to let him in.
how do I do that?
Just hover over his name and click admit. You see him over there? Oh, if you click on participants first, so you have a whole right column.
All right, okay, I'll let him in.
so what they said was, if you put your application in, and you send your check
There we go.
or credit card number to the state, then they process it. And they always send something, especially if you're a mass connect, they send something back to them. If you're not like me, then I get another license in the mail. Usually I get a little email from the Department of Public Safety or Department of
So you
something.
only get it if there's nothing outstanding.
Correct. If there's any problems, like
They're not gonna
I had a
pay.
complaint from a customer. I didn't do the state, you know, you can only take 30% down, and most of it has to be materials. Not. So that's it. Your license gets renewed, you get notification. If you don't, you have to assume your license.
No, because you get the license in the mail.
Yes, yeah, but prior to that, you get a notice that they received your application.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you automatically.
I know, but they give you notice of that.
Thank you.
So if he brought any of that stuff in,
That would show.
And help.
I think that, that's what we're waiting for.
The problem is the DOR told me he didn't apply until May of this year.
correct. So the 17 months, you know, is, I forgot. You know. Yeah, I was telling Rob that one of my licenses renewed in August 12th. I did it, I sent it in. It didn't, I didn't get the copy. I didn't know it because I forgot. So when I went to the building department to show him my license, he said, hey, it's expired. He said, hang on, because my other license came. Punched it in, he said, you know, your license is hung up. There was something, I didn't answer a thing. So he says, no problem. He says, I'll get it, but I'll give you the application. You know, anyway, so that's it. My new renewal date now is October because it took them 2 months to get me that license. I didn't follow up. I didn't know, just left the old one.
They
Well,
would, things to keep. Whatever.
Right,
whatever
right. So-
regulation.
that board that issues that license doesn't send you an email. All the others do. So that said, you should know if you've been in business in the state of Massachusetts for a long time, how they operate. So if they send you something by email or by mail, you should know that within 30 to 60 days, you don't get it. You got to call them and get the license. And if it was, I said to Rob, if this was 30 or 60 days, I would just,
It's a different story.
give them very.
Big, big. So,
Anyway, that's it.
you said Jabor isn't
I have not.
there.
I don't
Okay, and
think
these
so.
are when we needed a bunch of information.
With that being said, seeing as he did not show up to present anything, are we just going to nail him the ruling
Yes,
that we
we are.
discussed?
It's necessary, right? What we discussed in executive session is in the,
Yeah. Did we did. So what I'm saying is, yeah, definitely.
It'd be my guess that he's looking for you to draw the line in the sand so he can appeal it.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I think that's, I talked to Robbie about it, I started to think that he's waiting for us to make a move and then he's
is our
gonna appeal
council
it.
director?
Okay.
I will have him do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll review it.
Sure.
What's that one? We talked about vets and Baker City. What they were supposed to get us information today too, right?
That's Jamila's. We had gotten clarification on the regulation that the or in question was actually for separating FDA approval for cessation products or for a medical purpose. So
Good evening, Jamil. Can you hear me? I think his microphone's muted.
Are you guys ready for me?
Yes,
We're
Yes.
ready.
Okay, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Well, I think we were going to discuss the last meeting and if you had any other information for us.
I have, if I have any information,
Yeah?
no.
No. Okay.
You
So,
guys was gonna find out from Shirley about cannabis devices.
well, the wording was correct. We were correct in how it was interpreted. The or was not how you interpreted it, but how we interpreted it. As being a cessation product or a.
It's a difficulty hearing you actually, I'm sorry.
The way you are interpreting the regulation was incorrect. We were correct with the word or.
it has to be,
One or the other.
it has to either be approved by the FDA for cessation or approved by the FDA as a medical device
Right.
with a prescription.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I know we had talked about options for him at the executive session. If you want to go over those with him. Yeah. Okay. So being a second offense, Jamil, for the sale of a minor or sale to a minor, that would typically carry with it, because it is a state violation, a 7-day suspension of permit and a $2,000 fine. We had an executive session and we decided that we would give you the option where you could either accept the 7-day suspension of the tobacco permit and pay the $2,000 fine, or you can opt to do a 2-week suspension of permit in lieu of the fine.
You were the fine.
Like you did the last.
Can you repeat that again? 2 weeks suspension of a license or the tobacco?
The tobacco. So 2 week suspension of the tobacco products in place of the $2,000 fine, if you would prefer that route.
Okay. All right. So 2 weeks suspension, because we're not making any money at all right now. We're losing it. So when you want to do it?
You okay with that? Is working to start immediately tomorrow or?
Would you like to start would you like to start starting tomorrow, or is there a day that works better for you?
Tomorrow is what?
Wednesday.
The 10th.
Wednesday. So I'll be close. Not selling. No, tomorrow is not good. We have to remove everything out of the store,
Monday?
right?
Could you do Monday?
Or do you mind doing?
Right. Yeah. Monday the 14th till when?
So it would be for 2 weeks. So it would be until, I believe, the 28th is that following.
So we can open up on the 28th?
Yes. I know that you do have your food permit, so you can still open the store if you have other products there. I just wasn't sure how much you had there yet.
So tobacco means cigarettes, cigars, or anything has tobacco in it.
Anything that contains nicotine or is a tobacco product, such as like glassware or things to that effect.
Glassware too?
Glassware too.
Rolling paper, everything?
With the exception of hemp papers.
Yeah, but the last time I remember when you closed me, Kelly, none of these things was removed. Only the tobacco product we have in the store, cigarette, cigar, or tobacco, anything that has tobacco in it.
It's only because at the time of your last suspension, you were a tobacco-only facility.
No, I wasn't. I had a food license then too. So they removed me for tobacco that has nicotine in it, like cigarette, cigar, or anything with the tobacco. They can smoke.
And accessories, that's how I understand it.
That's up to you guys. I think technically it's both.
I mean, it's glassware, rolling paper doesn't have any tobacco. That's used doesn't have any tobacco. The other things don't have any tobacco in it.
Yeah.
Jamil, we're being very, very good.
We'll get a
We
letter.
have to admit. In lieu of money, we're saying the suspension a few times now, and now we're gonna say just the tobacco products without the glassware. So all the
Okay.
tobacco has to be out of the store. The glassware can stay.
Instead.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And we have the human door. Last time we can't move that, so we covered it.
Yeah.
But everything
The
else.
same thing with the last time.
Locked.
As long as it's locked, that's fine.
Yeah, it's locked and covered, that's fine.
Okay. All right. We'll do that on the 14th till that.
Midnight, September 13th.
If you want, I can come in on the 14th and just do a sweep through the store with you. And in the case of the humidor, we can tape it with both of our initials so that we know it's.
If you like to, that's fine. If you like to look at it, we will remove that everything on Sunday.
Just to make sure that nothing gets
But
you.
yeah, if you like to come in, you're welcome.
Yeah. I'll
And we remove cigarettes, cigars, and tobacco. Other than that, we don't have anything right now, anything with the nicotine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We're close. All right, we'll remove that for 2 weeks. Thank you.
The next thing, the CBD drug, you added that as a goal item.
No,
Okay.
I think we should, as we said before, that Rob should start going around now and making sure that 21 did not self-service.
Did you have a chance to buy that?
I went by one, but they were closing up as I went in. They have kind of odd hours. So I will definitely stop by again. I did send Tricia a copy of the regulations I had found stating basically everything I went over at the last meeting. So I can forward those to you as well. But yeah, I will stop by the 2 locations I know of prior to the next meeting.
And I think we're gonna look into other towns to see if they have some sort of reg on it, right?
Yeah, I did reach out to a couple of the Board of Health that I had contacts at, but they didn't have anything currently. They were
Maybe the treasurer or something.
in the same boat where it was getting kicked from CCC to MDR to us. So
Sorry, I didn't remember the few numbers.
you're good.
Okay,
Okay,
next, we already talked
so
about.
we're working on it. We'll say, we'll call it, what do you call it? It's like
The goal.
a goal,
Ongoing goal.
working place,
Work in progress.
work in progress. That's it.
All right, food inspection reports.
Well, they're all in the electronic system. We haven't really had any issues.
Nothing. Good.
But we haven't. Everyone, yeah, they
Oh,
will.
There's a new chief up in town.
Well, you know, once they got over the COVID, closure and then a reopening, they just thought that, well, we can do anything we want.
Temperatures have helped a little bit.
Rob, and some help for me, but a lot of it's Rob's doing, going in and educating everybody.
Right. Yeah, but you'd think like,
I
you
think
wouldn't
they
have to
wanted it,
re-educate, hold the business.
A lot of times they don't know how.
Yeah.
A little hand holding, you know, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it
It's
seems
funny
to be
when
working.
it's blatant that it's.
But nobody's called angry that, that they realize what they did was wrong and they know the errors of the way. I mean, we showed them how to make it work too.
There's only a handful I have to do before the end of the month, and then we're completely caught up again. But everything I've gone to has been good. I mean, there was a couple temperature things here and there, but nothing like it was before.
Good, beautiful.
Yeah, and then once the school's open, Rob and I will go over and check it out, first, make sure.
Yeah.
It's not only food safe, but COVID safe.
I think we have some good ones.
Yes, we do.
Were we discussing anything with CBD products?
Just that we're gonna have it on our goal list,
And
Rob's
it's a work
got
in
some
progress.
research to do before we go discussing, probably going to the trail. going to
Sorry, I was talking to the guy with the cameras and I missed what you were
They're
saying.
not working.
No, they're not working, so he's gonna email Laura.
Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out which one this is. Hang on, let me see.
So with the, I kind of missed the executive session with the CBD oil products. You have to be 21 or older to buy them.
Yeah.
So the stores that aren't adult only, what's it that be put behind?
Yeah, just like tobacco,
Yeah,
Oh, the
okay.
glassware somewhere else.
Right. because we don't have any adult only, so. A tobacco store has to be 21 to sell.
So it's gotta be behind the counter. or
Correct. You
Behind.
can't reach it.
Glass.
Yeah.
If it's enclosed glass, so they want to show it like edibles, it can't be like, you go in there and just grab it.
Speaking of,
The worst case is a child will pick one up with their parent and just think, can't.
I know that we had said at the executive session that we wanted to make a motion to have it moved behind the counter. Is that
Oh,
something we
yeah.
have to do
Okay,
tonight?
so I guess I should do that,
I
right?
think we should.
Okay, yeah, okay, so I'd like to make a motion that
Thank you.
any CBD product that, whether it's an oil that you ingest or a food substance or anything else, has to be behind the counter. You can have a visual, but it's got to be a lock case or a, we call it non-removable from the front, the custom side, no self-service. And you have to be 21 years of age to purchase that.
I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion is unanimous. So now where do we put that?
I don't know if we have to amend it.
We should probably add it to our tobacco law and then
Right.
we're gonna have to do this.
Either that or
Reg.
Would it be
One point.
tobacco or food? Because it's edible.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have, I think we're just gonna have to have a separate category.
Well,
Because
that's what.
it can be
the goal was
ingested
all
under
about.
the tongue. It can't be smoked. Well,
It can.
it can't.
Before
Types of
COVID
it.
showed, it's like we had circulated,
Right.
some, marijuana sample regulations some other towns have done. Let me refresh that
Okay,
and look at it and see if maybe we want to adopt something like that, and maybe that would be the proper place
Yeah.
for it to go.
I think shoving it into food or shoving it into tobacco is not gonna work.
I think at this point it has to go somewhere, so I think both of those places for now is where to put it until we have it. ready.
Okay, fine.
Because then it's covered on both areas.
Okay, so we'll addendum it to those, and then we'll remove the addendum and create a separate entity.
Separate,
Yeah.
right?
Because that way there, when someone comes in, that's a new establishment, you're gonna say, okay, read all the way to the end here, you're stuck in here, but then you're in the food too, okay, so you stick it here, and give them both these things, and the documents are probably this thick, and they gotta go find one sentence. You know what they're gonna say?
That's why we're gonna.
I couldn't find it.
When I go out just to tell them about this change, because I'll have them start doing it during my
Correct.
regular inspections.
Right.
Do you want me to inform them that about the medicinal claims too, just that they know that there's more things coming on the horizon?
Correct. Yeah,
Just
correct.
because that's state mandate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if it was MHB or MHA.
I think it was MHD. I got some emails that I forwarded to Rob.
Yes, and they addressed this thing.
Yeah.
Which I thought they were gonna stay away from. The three people who were on there, one of them was Cheryl. She's still the, I guess, MHB attorney, but she's also the director of the entire. Remember you said that
Mhm.
she hasn't given it up yet. She probably doesn't have another attorney that she could do. J.D. Wilson is for tobacco.
Yes.
I don't know if you'll assume both. They never did in the past. At one time, J.D. Wilson was MHB. Cheryl was tobacco. They flipped maybe 10 years ago, something.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, probably over 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's, I got betterment stuff to do here.
We got a couple of deeds to
Yep.
record and a couple of.
Okay, you got,
grants to record, and then one application.
Right. That little sticky is, the attorney recommended that we put it in the trust.
Oh,
You had seen those before, but they were the people's names.
yeah,
But after researching and pulling all the deeds, some of them actually were conveyed from the individuals into a trust. So the trustee is what's taken from the newest and latest.
okay. So this one here with the yellow means trustee.
No, up at the top, there'll be a sticker at the top.
Oh, the top, okay, okay. Okay, like
The
to make a
yellow tag
motion.
is to show you where to sign it.
Right, okay. Like to make a yeah. that is. Like to make a motion to approve the betterment agreement, or record the betterment agreement between Town of Bellingham and Richard and Lucinda Demora, 454 Rentham Road,
That's the deed, right?
the deed, right? So,
All right, I second that. All those in favor say aye.
I,
Aye. Motion. And Tina has a memory.
okay. I'd like to make a motion, we approve the,
Recording.
record the deed for Ollie Everett, trustee, Paul Everett property at trust at 83 Lakeshore Drive.
Okay, I second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. This is a betterment agreement.
What's that?
You want that back in here?
Yeah, I'll be the first of the.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion, we approve a betterment agreement between Town of Bellingham, Stephen Rivet, Mary Rivet trustees of Rivet Living Trust for 346 Teresa Road.
Okay, I second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion is unanimous. Who did that?
Now, this one here has it in the correct order right now, so that means that Trish has to sign now to make it valid at this point. You know, it has a correct order. The other one's an old.
So maybe she can come right.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I can do it, so then visit.
Well, technically, two. Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve the betterment agreement between Town of Bellingham and Holly A. Everett, trustee for Paul D. Everett Property Trust at 83 Lakeshore Drive.
Okay, I second that. All those in favor say
Aye.
aye. Motion's approved. Unanimous.
My son's in the property. Yeah. I think he's gonna sell it himself. Try that. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, but
No, it doesn't. Just the registration.
okay. I'd like to make a motion, we approve the betterment agreement between Gerard Dubois Senior and Marion Dubois. Yeah, for property at 101 Westminster Avenue.
I second that. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion's unanimous.
I do, it's in the summer. Very bold.
Then you have, then you've got the application for 9, yeah.
Okay. Looks like total wages are -6. So I'd like to make a motion, we approve the application for, is it Maro? Yeah. Marco Mendez, for 9 Janet Avenue. No,
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
I,
Aye. Motion's approved.
no.
I think that's Tricia too, right?
Yeah.
There's 2 here for Tricia, okay?
Yeah, just put them in the folder, I'll give her,
Okay, good.
we'll figure out how to.
Tricia.
Want to stick those like this?
Is this the one that's for Tricia?
That one,
Are you sure it's this one? Or-
yeah. So that one's,
Aren't they all of them?
no. Well. Yeah, she should sign them all, so basically, she's coming in, having to sign them all.
Yeah.
Just the one that says, chair.
I'm gonna do a mask thing tomorrow morning at one of the gas stations, trying to catch the Amazon goods there.
Oh,
Maybe
They jump out of the truck and they go in and get breakfast while they're filling their tanks. They jump out without the mask.
by the way, I saw a convoy, I could not believe it.
Is it rapid reroll by chance?
Yeah.
Looks like we're satisfied with the agenda.
Good. And making sure so everyone. Okay. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion's approved.
Good night, Jim.
35 minutes, 38 minutes.
38.
That's a record.
All set?
Yes, thank you.
All
Yeah.
right, guys, have a great night.
Maybe we should have